Yo, what is up, guys? So a lot of you guys have been requesting for my class setups for Warzone. This is gonna be the classes that not only I use for my 26 bomb that I did on stream live, but just a few other classes that I've actually gotten since then. The meta is constantly shifting, and actually there's a big meta that's going on right now with a few classes, so I'm gonna be going over that. So if you guys do enjoy, make sure to drop a like. I want to see if we can get to 22 likes on this video. We've been killing the like goals, and you guys have been destroying the support both on the stream as well as on YouTube. So make sure to go check out my stream if you haven't yet and you're from YouTube, and if not, do that. If you're new to YouTube and you haven't seen my YouTube, make sure to drop a sub as well and enjoy the video, guys. I hope this helps you, and peace out. Alright, guys, so here are my classes. Basically kind of what I like to run for my main setups is a few different things. It just kind of depends on the situation that you're at, and I've realized that it's actually very important to look at the different scenarios that you are within the game, because you can use different guns in this battle royale for different situations. A lot of other battle royales tend to have like one main gun or one main setup of like what you should use, but I have a different, I guess, thought process when it comes to this. So this is the one that I use in for most cases, just because it's good for both close range and far distance. This is my main GRAU class. I actually like to use this to have a good balance of mobility, as well as being able to do up close and far shots. So these are the attachments that I use on my GRAU. I use the monolithic suppressor, the Tempest, Archangel, no stock, 60 round mags, commando grip. A lot of people have had a few debates on some of these attachments. I'm a big fan of basically monolithic suppressor and Archangel are basically solidified, as well as the 60 round mags, just because there's not too many other ones within Warzone that make sense. So I've seen other people use the Nexus and the XRK a few times, but it just doesn't compare to the Archangel because of that diamond range increase, as well as the iron sights being like ridiculous for long range gunfights. I use the no stock just to increase the mobility a lot. So a lot of people, you'll see them doing is increasing their damage and their range and decreasing their mobility. And in this battle royale, you tend to see that mobility is actually very important, especially when you're in a situation where you might be in a 2v4 or in a 3v4, maybe even in a 1v4, and you actually need to drop someone, move to a different location and drop someone and continue. A lot of the times when you see a lot of people stacking, you're not giving yourself enough room to have that clutch factor within the build because you're too slow. And in my opinion, you need kind of that clutch factor when you have these classes, just in case, because you never know what's gonna happen in a battle royale. A lot of this stuff is RNG, so this is one of my biggest or favorite classes, especially during rotations. Rotations are also very important to keep in mind when it comes to having these AR gunfights, because a lot of these gunfights you're going to be rotating and in a gunfight at the same time, and to have that mobility, to have that maybe that jump on someone in a rotation and being able to get on a nice head glitch before they can move there, it works really well. So these are the attachments that I use. I know a few people for the grip sometimes use the shark. I'm not a big fan, just because I know that the commando foregrip also lets you have a higher ADS speed than the shark. But yeah, that's my main GRAU class. These are my dualies, or my snake bites, as a lot of people call them. This is basically the class that I use, just pretty standard snake bite class. This is meta right now, just fast fire rate. Pretty much it's a shotgun in your hands that kills super quick. I'm pretty sure it's like 2 bullets, like one shot from each pistol, and they go down. It's pretty insane. They go nuts. Yeah, this is pretty standard. This doesn't really change. Also, a big tip that I do give you guys, which I'll show you guys when I see the perks, is I like to switch on these for rotating as well, especially if you know that there might be a close quarters gunfight, but your sprint speed with these are a lot faster than your sprint speed with a submachine gun or an AR, specifically just because they are the pistols, and it makes a lot of sense. But I do recommend using these, especially if you run the amped perk. If you guys don't know, the amped perk lets you switch guns quickly, and also reload your rocket quicker. But I use it more for the faster weapon swap, just because rotations, it helps me a lot, as well as the standard cold-blooded and ghost perks that I can show you guys right there. There you guys. Sorry, my face cam was covering it. Then I have a fully loaded class where I usually sacrifice that no stock just so that I can have fully loaded. This is in very, very particular situations. Usually if I don't think I have enough people around me to get 1 or 2 kills to pick up their ammo, I'll go with this class just because I'm playing for the long game and I really want to secure me getting to end game. And then I'll try to get another loadout, whether it's from the map or whether it's you know, and me buying it. This is just kind of what I go with if it's that last second, you know, a decision on whether or not I need enough ammo, or, you know, I don't have too many teammates left. Also, to state, I do always usually run the Semtex as well as the heartbeat sensor. I just like the Semtex a lot for when people are down and they're really far. You can actually lob it really far. So, you know, that's why. Like, I know a lot of people like to use C4. I just don't see myself using it as much as I use Semtex, just to secure downs, and obviously self-res being such a, you know, big factor in this battle royale. You know, I like to have the Semtex. So for my M4 classes, these are the attachments that I run. I use the monolithic suppressor, the Corvus, the GI Mini, the Commando foregrip, and the 60 round mag. This one you can switch around with. There's also the big debate on, like, oh, is the M4 better or is the GRAU better? I have a very, very simple answer for that. I think the GRAU is better in medium to long range, but I think the M4 is the best overall balanced gun within the whole game. I think it has a good up close, a pretty decent mid and long range, but it doesn't, like, it's not insane, right? We see a lot of GRAU people, they go insane. So I think this gun loses when it comes to long gun fights, but up close I think it is better than the GRAU. As well as, like, since the whole meta has moved to snake shots, I feel like you don't really need to prioritize that balance unless you're trying to run RPG. I think RPG M4 is a really good class if you're trying to run RPG. And I sometimes debate that it's better than the GRAU RPG just because of that up close versatility of the M4, right? But again, same perks. This is actually the class that I used to drop my 26 kill bomb. This is usually the first class that I'll get. It's an overkill class with the MP7. Usually just use the MP7 just particularly so that I can switch to my MP7 and, you know, take out multiple people. It worked really well. I'll show you guys the attachments that I use on my MP7. The GRAU is very standard still. I use the tac laser, the recon, the monolithic suppressor, commando foregrip, and the 60 round mag. It's just a very quick, very nice for like cleaning up kills, or if you do have that close quarters engagement, like I said before, that will outdo the GRAU most of the time up close. And it just feels comfortable. Usually this is like my first loadout that I'll get if I'm going for a really high kill game, and then I'll switch to my ghost class. And depending on how the pace of the game is going, if I feel like I need more range, I'll keep the MP7. If I feel like a lot of close quarter gunfights, a lot of, you know, interchanging within cities and going from building to building, I'll keep the dualies from my second loadout where I have ghost. So yeah, you know, most of the time now, just because the meta is so snake shot heavy, I do have the dualies instead of the MP7, but I do enjoy also having the MP7, and it's very viable still. And if other people tell you otherwise, they're wrong. You can also interchange this with the, you know, M4. The M4 attachments, like I said, are very interchangeable, so just find like your preference. I showed you guys my preference, and that's, you know, what I enjoy. I think the GI Mini is not necessary. I think that's just something that I really enjoy. I realize that I, you know, play a lot better. And for the whole Corvus Grenadier debate, it's kind of the same reason why I do no stock on the GRAU. It's just simply because I like the mobility that the Corvus gives you. Even though it's very slight, you do see a big difference when you're using it. The Grenadier does have more damage, but I feel like just because that range increase, you don't really see it used too often. So every once in a while you might get in every match maybe 1 to 2 kills that you might not have, or like downs, I guess, but usually within that far range, you usually don't tend to like close out the kills just because they're so far away. So that's why I like to, you know, I feel like the Corvus mobility is more of an impact to the whole game versus the Grenadier, a small range increase from the Corvus, in my opinion, because you're just a slug pretty much when you're using the Grenadier barrel on that. And yeah, that's basically my class. It's very short, sweet, and simple. If you guys want to see these in action, I have my 26 bomb where I use 2 classes in that one, where I use this one as well as my ghost class that I interchange, and I kept the MP7. That was a really cool gameplay. As well as I'm going to be uploading a lot more. I want to do a lot of like unorthodox class creators, you know, I mean creative class builds where like guns that a lot of people don't really use, with attachments that a lot of people don't really use, and you know, drop high kill games. I think I kind of delayed me uploading this game just because I wanted to see if I could get good at it, and now that I've fallen in love and I really enjoy this game, I feel like I can do that, and it's a lot of fun, and I've been dropping, you know, a lot of high kill games consistently, so now I feel like I can make entertaining content for you guys. But yeah, I hope this helped you guys a lot. Here are the classes again, just a quick little scope out on all the classes. Thank you guys so much. I am, you know, fooling around with a few of these other classes just to see what I could do and experimenting, so I'll be taking care of that for you guys so that you guys don't have to. So if you guys did enjoy, again, make sure to drop a like, follow, and subscribe, guys. Make sure to go check out my Twitch. The links will be in the descriptions. Love you guys. Peace out. Thank you guys.
I guess I'm just a play date to you.